Hey, it's Michael Johnson from ndg360.com. I'm back again with Alexander Baum, and we came to this floating bike parking. Here's our two bikes parked.
That's
and,
right.
We're on the canal. We're parked our bikes on the canal. This is a cool concept.
Yeah,
Tell me about it. How did it start? Or
yeah. So behind us, I guess you would say, right over there is Leidseplein. And bike parking in Leidseplein used to be in sort of this open space with racks, and I don't think it was very sort of, just like with car parking, it was not a very pleasing sight on the square. It did serve a purpose because there's a huge entertainment district, theaters, bars over there, so they needed a lot of parking for bikes. But I think the city realized it was just a bit of an eyesore after a while, and they said, okay, we're really trying to put a lot of the bike parking underground, just as you might have a car parking garage underground with sort of gentle ramps, and then racks and everything underground. So they are in the process of building it. That sort of white and blue thing is the construction trailer, and then it's sort of that fencing just behind. So while they're building it, they needed a place for people to park their bikes for this whole area. I believe the garage, we can check the sign when we go over there, I believe it's meant to hold something around 2,000 or 3,000 bikes. So what they've done in the meantime is there are 4 of these barges here on the canal, just sort of adjacent to the entertainment district. And the idea is that when you come to the district, and we will probably see it over there, but there are signs that say, bike parking this way, park your bikes here. And then it's just sort of lines of racks. And if you come here on a Friday, Saturday, or kind of even like a Monday or a Tuesday, these will be entirely full of bikes. So you can park your bike here. The areas sort of just in front are meant for different types of scooters.
Okay, over there, there's some scooters.
But this can hold a massive number of bikes in a relatively small amount of space. I mean, compared to this many cars and how much space that would take up, it's quite efficient.
Right.
And they come around. It's a little dirtier today, but they come around and clean up the barges. They come around and will tag the bikes that appear to have been left or discarded, and then if they come back and the tags are still on, they remove them. So they try to keep it as functional. It has lighting for at night, so I think in some places an area like this would be a concern for safety, but at night with the lighting it's really not an issue. So I think, again, the idea is not to have the bikes in areas where pedestrians are or in front of buildings. It's to have them in kind of a central location where they're out of the way. So people can sort of interact and use the street, and it's not sort of this chaos of just bikes left anywhere. The city is really doing what I think is an impressive job at trying to make that better. I think it's important to prioritize cyclists, but not to the extent that pedestrians are sort of just forgotten, especially those with disabilities or people with strollers or things like that. They really need as much of that sidewalk as they can, and if there are bikes parked on it, it's very difficult to use it properly.
Cool.
So I think what the city is doing is quite impressive.
Awesome. Yeah, it's really nice. I was just counting up, trying to 2, 4, 6, 8. It's I don't know. There's probably 100 bikes you can fit on this.
And
barge,
people will probably fit an
they'll
extra
overload, right?
100 or 200 in addition to the official capacity. I'm always very impressed.
Be all
with
stacked up, and there'd be more bikes stacked boom, boom, boom this way and on top.
Everywhere. It's amazing if you come here on a big night. It's just like a sea of bikes. It's really cool to see.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for the tour of the floating canal.
Definitely.
Temporary bike parking.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the new construction over there.
Right over there. Yeah.
2,000 to 3,000 bicycle parking spots.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Cool. See you next time.